Let's make Kimanga, Taita traditional food. Today I'm making Kimanga ya cassava, that is Kimanga chamanga, for those who understand. And I really love this meal because it's a complete meal by itself. So for this Kimanga you need beans that can be mashed, and then you need cassava. In my case, I boiled beans first, then I added the cassava. I pre-boiled mine because I wanted to make sure that the cassava that I was boiling, it is good enough to be mashed. So for this, I will use spring onions. For those who understand, kitungu cha malemba. Just cut as your cassava is boiling together with beans for a few minutes until it's softened out, because it needs to be really soft for you to be able to mash it. And then after I'm done cutting the spring onions, I really love the taste of these spring onions. So I put some oil in a sufuria, ama karai, the way I have done it. Wait for it to heat up. You wait for it to heat up a few minutes. For those who just mix, but I like my oil to heat up first before I put the onions. You can use a regular onion, but for me, I prefer spring onions. Yeah, so you leave it there to cook. Make sure it doesn't burn. Then we come back to our kimanga here. It has boiled. You can see the heat. I used a jiko. If you can afford the gas, then fine. You can use a gas. But I prefer cooking with jiko. I find the food cooked with jiko tastes so nice. So we begin mashing. Make sure the water is not there. Either you drain it or you wait for the water to finish up. And then you mash. You have to mash it. You have to mash it. For those who understand this food, we used to hold the sufuria with your 2 feet for you to be able to mash it well. It used to be interesting. It used to be this was like a change of food from ugali, the normal ugali skuma. Now when this one is cooked, everyone is waiting for it, so you have to really mash it well and cook it well. So keep on mashing. You can see it's not really well mashed, so keep on mashing and mashing. Okay, the trick to mashing this cassava and beans together, it must really be salt. And then another tip, I boiled my beans with salt because the salt is what will give this food the flavor. So I boiled it with salt because I like my kimanga well salted, but not too much. And since there's no other spice apart from the spring onion, you really have to boil with it. I find when you add the salt while mashing, it doesn't really blend well, so I prefer doing mine first. So at this point, you can see it's about to be ready. It's almost ready. This is the time that I'll go for my spring onions. Yeah, I'll go to my spring onions, make a well in the middle. You can see see how it looks. So I don't like my spring onion burnt. I like it a bit green. So depending with how you like it, mine I don't like it burnt, or rather brown. I prefer it green because I like the color in the kimanga. So this looks simple. It is simple because it's just beans and cassava. There are other different types of kimangas you can make, but I really love this original one. Yeah, I'll be showing you other types of kimanga and other types of Taita traditional foods. I'll go through one by one. Yeah, and I love it. Look at it. It's ready. This one, even as a small baby can eat it. So originally we used to eat this one with tea, milk tea or black tea, without any stew. But since I have small kids here and they don't understand this, I have to do some stew on it so that I serve with stew. This is the end product. I made beef stew on the side because of the kids, but I prefer mine with just black tea. I don't like meat on my kimanga. I like the original. Thank you for watching.